It's North Korea, bro. It's North Korea. Like, what? Why is he like this? Drew the blade, right? Oh. Guess there was a third option. I thought he was either going to jump and dodge or just his muscle be built different. I didn't realize he had something to deflect with. Oh. Come on, bitch. So basically, he's like, listen, now that I've gotten my pass, I want to make sure you understand that I do feel bad about this. This is rude of me, but I had to do what I had to do. If I gotta suck, I'll do it all day till the cows come home. You pass, because you hit my heart. There's gonna be something like that. This is the most Golden Kamuy feeling show since Golden Kamuy. Yeah, he just wants the benefit, the good of the country, right? Damn! Now he can't tell. Did he manipulate me into doing this, or was he just genuinely kind-hearted enough? Long live the Emperor! Huzzah! He doesn't have respect among his people. Because he's the Emperor, but he's a weak Emperor, so people can walk all over him and manipulate him. This lord has grand ambitions of being Emperor himself. Oh, you want the throne, Emperor, the Lord of Home Furnishing? Yeah, why not? Because if we throw this place into even crazier war, they're going to look for a stronger leader, and that isn't the Emperor, and people are going to naturally flock to him. He's using this as a tool to rise up the ranks at the cost of thousands, if not tens of thousands of lives. You see it a lot in our own world. Using war to keep people in power. It's North Korea, bro. It's North Korea. How dare you fucking say mean things? How dare you say mean things? Like, what? Why is he like this? The Emperor is just a puppet. The real leaders are behind the scenes. It's literally just like our own world. Yeah, this is going about as well as we were expecting. This show is absolutely nuts, and I'm here for every single episode. Now, those are some of my highlights. You want to catch full live reactions, head on over to Patreon. But we do have quite the episode. I mean, I think it's better than the first. I do. I think the first will probably hold the special place in people's heart because of what this bastard and, happened with the wife and everything. But the way it's now come together, I now see a long-term plot. Which, sure, we've been building it up the past couple of episodes. Revenge for the wife, seeing the type of world we're in. Episode 2, getting adjusted to some of the side characters. But especially with the third episode, we now see the politics of technically our side. Now, characters like him are very scary because they thirst for power no matter the cost. And this isn't oh yeah, it's a very fictional villain. Our beautiful world would never do that. Are you telling me there aren't plenty of leaders who keep themselves in wars in order to keep themselves in power, in order to get through bad poll numbers? Like, it's unfortunate. The thing is this guy's good. He does rule through fear, but it's not simply fear. He is not the Emperor. The Emperor could have his head at a moment's notice. However, the Emperor will never do that because the Emperor's fucking scared. Like, on one hand, I think this is a character who shouldn't be on the throne because they clearly don't have the balls to do it. But on the other hand, this is probably someone who could be useful on a throne if the right people were advising him. Doesn't really have a lot of his own thoughts. Unfortunately, the person who is, filling his head with thoughts is the most psychotic son of a bitch known to man. Our best boy. We ended the last episode, this great sword coming in. Oh man, is he gonna flex his muscles so hard the blade shatters? I mean, he still ends up doing something crazy, but like, that's a badass. And he went on his hands and knees and begged, please do not ask for a surrender, to say they have to completely surrender, meet our demands or die, because no, this is the time where we need to meet in the middle and de-escalate a situation. And Kim Jong-un over here decided to say, yeah, no, we're going to do this. Trust me, it'll be fine. Because I can't tell for sure, but my impression is he wants to take this man's throne. Right now, he's useful as the boy who obeys him. But I think we're going to get them thrown into such a war predicament. What's going to end up happening is people won't trust in the Emperor to be able to get them through it, and they'll turn to that fat son of a bitch who will go, tee-hee, I got it, and it's like, fuck. The rise of a dictator isn't simply just the enemy they're fighting, it's also the rise of the dictator who's, the wolf in sheep's clothing, who's blending in. And I do appreciate that people did stand up to him. They're like, hey, you're abusing your power. You're using things that only the Emperor can do if given a sealed permission, or you're, using his name and you're not the Emperor. And immediately he just killed everyone who dared to speak up. No wonder the Emperor's a, you know, shriveling little baby with no spine, because if I guarantee you, if the Emperor dared to say fuck off, he would call for the Emperor's head. He's a mad king, but don't worry, Daddy's here to take control, and no one would stand up to him. It's fucking freaky. Now, we did have 2 passes, a little niceness of the episode. Bro was able to get him on his knees. He, yes, stopped the blade attack, but then he did a kick, and the kick was enough to bring him to his knees. So winning through pure muscle does make sense. Bro was built like a tank, but at the end of the day, he wasn't indestructible. The big question for me was what our MC was going to do, because our MC can talk someone's ear off, but I don't think there's enough time to talk someone's ear off to the point that he's going to get so winded that he's going to, like, sit on the floor or something. But by showing an economic plan so good that in a few short years you can completely turn the tides, yeah, that's enough to bring someone to their knees. And what I really like about the contrast in the parallel play of the beginning and the end of this episode is how both our MC and this man are fine groveling. They're okay getting on the floor. And if you think back to the very first episode, what did he do to the very same character? He went on his hands and knees being like, I just want to speak. He knew his place and he knew his role. And there's a time and the place for striking down a snake. And I'm very interested in these two, because while, yes, he does not have physical strength the same way his bro did, or probably most soldiers in the show, his mind is his sharpest weapon. And I think someone like this general, right? This aura farming badass who, yes, maybe into his elderly years, is still able to kick ass, but most importantly, his mind is still sharp. And I also like he's unsure if this was just pure noble or if this was a test on himself, right? Because we know our MC, he's smart. I do think he did everything in a way to make sure he would willingly get on his knees in order to be defeated there. But at the same time, I think our MC is the type of character that even if he wouldn't have passed here, he would have been okay giving him that book without the credit, because it probably still would have helped long term with what he needs to do. Overall, the writing and the character dynamics in this show are really freaking good, and I'm honestly impressed by how they're able to have these blood-soaking moments that are just, oh my god, like we had literally arms cut off in episode 1, the beheading of the wife, the beheading of multiple people who dare speak up to North Korea, right? Like, that's basically what we're dealing with, but the writing, it's not just shock value, it's a very economically military designed show that has so many little bells and whistles, and I think the more I watch of it, the more visually, and even some of the personalities feel so golden calmly coded, and it really brings a grin to my face. This show is exceptional. I think it's incredibly underrated, to be honest. I mean, on one hand, I kind of get it, because it's not like your flashy fantasy isekai romance fan service thing of the season. But man, the visuals are fantastic, and I mean, you're even seeing some bigger names who, you know, normally will talk about anime from time to time, like Hideo Kojima, but it is really cool, because Kojima's the type of guy who's like, if he gives like a very short review, it means he hated it, but if he gives like a long paragraph or something on Twitter, it's like, oh shit, he really fucked with that. And it was nice to see that the old Kojima is like, damn, this shit's fucking cool. But you can let me know your thoughts. We're now 3 episodes deep. Some people follow the 3-episode rule. Are you sticking with this one? Let me know your thoughts. And of course, as always, you want more videos on this one? Because I don't believe it's going to survive YouTube, but I'd love to be proven wrong. So thoughts down below. Drop a like, share your support, subscribe, ring that bell, and of course, Patreon for live reactions. Live over there no matter what. And I'm not sure. I'm still trying to figure out days of the week, so you might see this one Mondays, and either way, I always do it Sundays over on Patreon either way. And I also love to give those video shout-outs to my patrons because they make it all possible over here on YouTube. Alrighty, so today we got Ciaris, Ryuki, Kevin, Rerun, Azop, and we also have Ed. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and y'all have a good one.